nice welcome. Thank you very much for inviting me here today to celebrate the trees that have been planted and nurtured by county staff at this office complex. We call it Governor's Hill because all the buildings are named after former governors. With Ken Ullman's support over this last several years, the Forestry Board has taken a program started 12 years ago to a whole new level. By working cooperatively with county staff in Recreation and Parks, in the Office of Public Information and GIS, we are showcasing these valuable and beautiful trees with a permanent exhibit. Started with the planting of a Y oak seedling in 1988, it's on the other side of the building, and a list of species. We now have metal signs, a brochure, and a really cool interactive map. I want to thank Steve Parker, former highway employee and board chairman, arborist and tree care expert, and Jim Rose, former Forestry Board member, for starting the Arboretum program 12 years ago. And special thanks to Tim Overstreet in the back there, the horticulturalist for the Department of Recreation and Parks, who planted many of the trees and continues to maintain and protect them. Thanks also goes to Rob Silvestri, Ute, and Adam in the GIS office for working with me to develop the mapping tool for the Arboretum, and they are awesome and wonderful employees. I also wish to thank all the other county employees and volunteers who have helped us establish Arboreta at other locations. Elk Ridge Park, thank you Betsy McMillian. Centennial Lake, thank you Steve Schwartzman. At Robinson Nature Center, special thanks goes out to the center staff, Stacy Yankee, Brian Campbell, Kevin Costin, and Roy, and their team of wonderful volunteers. Thanks also goes out to employees working on future Arboreta. Raul Delerme, Tim Overstreet, Paul Walski, Don Pahalski, John Peach, and Jim Kraft. An arboretum is a collection of trees dedicated to education, teaching about the natural environment, and raising consciousness about the impact each of us has on the environment, and it enhances the value of the showcase trees. As Mary Kay mentioned, we have other arboreta in the county, and we have some on other properties such as Columbia Association and the Conservancy. I love this arboretum because it is an unusual collection of native trees, ornamentals, and street trees in such a small area. This location just contains a wonderful display of particularly wide range of trees not usually found within the same site. Here at Governor's Hill, we have posted signs for 40 different trees. I will talk about a few of my favorites. Out front here, side by side, are the dawn redwood and the bald cypress. There's your bald cypress and your dawn redwood. It's wonderful to have them side by side because they are so often confused, and here they can be compared and contrasted. One easy difference to note is that the bald cypress, which is a native tree, has its needles in an alternate arrangement, and the dawn redwood needles are oppositely arranged. And the overall form is a bit different, with the bald cypress branches being a bit more horizontal. The dawn redwood was found in China, and it grows faster and has become a popular landscape tree. The smoke tree is also in this courtyard. It's a beautiful ornamental tree, and it will bloom later this summer. Its smoky pink blossoms will be evident in a few weeks. Right now we can look at the dogwoods are blooming, the cherries are blooming, the redbuds are blooming, and it's just beautiful spring here. And there are two types of dogwoods here. The flowering dogwood, Cornus floridia, and the Korean or Kusa dogwood. We have two types of magnolias in this arboretum and several types of pine. And my favorite native tree is the musclewood blue beech or American hornbeam. This is why we like Latin names. It has 4 common names. And I love it because the bark is muscular, and it's wonderful. So some of the trees here have notable bark, others have notable flowers or notable leaves. So no matter what season you come to visit the Arboretum, we hope that you will enjoy the beauty of these trees. And I must not forget to mention the benefit of trees. Trees are the lungs of the earth. From their beauty in the landscape, their multitude of uses providing furniture, housing materials, toys, violins and other musical instruments, books, and even jewelry like my necklace, made from tree sap, it's amber, to their importance, trees are just wonderful. Without the dedication and expert care of many county volunteers and staff, we could not sustain the beauty and variety of these trees for future generations. And we thank you. The trees are as priceless as the staff that cares for them. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming and for enjoying the Arboretum.